Could Shiba Inu about to do something revolutionary? 99.9% of its tokens could be burned. Satoshi Kusama, the dev leader for Shiba Inu, has speculated on this, the possibilities of it actually happen. And what would this do to the price of Shiba Inu? Let's take a look at this one in today's video, guys. First of all, let's run the intro. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Cheeky Crypto Uncensored. This article came across my eyes earlier on today. It's not the most recent of articles, it's about 2 weeks old, but I really wanted to cover it off as it did really pique some interest. And yeah, I've also seen something else online about this being a fact, and we really want to put this one to bed. It is not a fact, it's speculation, and the article literally tells you this. So well, let's jump over to the article. Shiba Inu's leader says a 99.9% burn of Shiba Inu tokens is not impossible. So the leader of the Shiba Inu's ecosystem has argued that 99% burn of its circulating supply is not impossible. In a recent tweet, Satoshi Kusama, the leader of the dev team, expressed that bringing Shiba Inu's current circulating supply to 0.1% of its size is a vision that can materialize. This bold declaration comes amid an exchange with Shiba Inu's critics. The context of the conversation was 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘's soaring positive metric, with transactions reaching new counts of 150 million. So we can really dive into this one and, take note of what would this do to Shiba Inu overall. Now for that, let's jump over to CoinMarketCap here. We can obviously see the current price of Shiba Inu at 0.00001 cent, up almost 10% in the last day, where we do come down to the circulating supply of 589 trillion Shiba Inu tokens of its total supply of 589 trillion Shiba Inu tokens. Now, when we come over to SHIB burn, we can take a look at the burn rate currently going on for Shiba Inu. It is down 9.94%. In the last 24 hours, we can see there was 5.3 million Shiba Inu burned. We can also take a look at, what has really been going on. The total burn from the initial supply here, currently sitting at 410,707,669,894,194 Shiba Inu tokens. So, talking about these kind of numbers being burnt once again is not impossible. Is it probable? Is it plausible? That's another question. But we can see that this is a possibility and is one worth possibly thinking about. So some more articles we do see covering about the SHIB burn. Shiba Inu to break out to 0.001 soon. Rumoured 9.25 trillion SHIB token burn could be the catalyst. The SHIB price could be primed for a significant surge if a recent rumour, being the keyword, is anything to go by. This will provide a much needed relief for the meme coin. Terminology, guys, is no longer a meme coin. I do not believe it has a functioning ecosystem, which has been on a nosedive as of late. Well, we'll get into that a little bit later. We'll have a look at the charts quickly. In a now already deleted X post, Shiba Inu's team member Ragnar mentioned that the 9.25 trillion SHIB token could end up being burned this month. Although it is unclear why Ragnar deleted the post, it could well have been done in order not to raise expectations. So I do think that is, key to focus there. Do not have the expectations. Do not expect this to happen this month. These are articles. These are obviously posted for potential clickbait to get eyes on the project. But it is worth, really noticing what could go on here, what the potential may be. And this would have a significant effect on the price of Shiba Inu as a whole. To burn 9.25 trillion is a gargantuan amount of the current supply of Shiba Inu. Let's have a quick look at that one once again. We'll come back over to CoinMarketCap. The burn of 9.25 trillion would simply see this being burned, taking us down to 580 trillion Shiba Inu level. Now, this is not the kind of burn we were talking about a little earlier, but it's still a significant burn for Shiba Inu tokens. It would obviously affect the price to a degree, not quite the degree of burning 99.9%, but still a significant amount of Shiba Inu tokens. So let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. Is this possible? Is it probable? What is the actual scenario that would play out here should we see these, vast amount of Shiba Inu tokens burnt? When we do have a quick look at the charts for Shiba Inu's token paired up with Binance here, this being the weekly chart, we have obviously seen a dramatic drop in Shiba Inu's price ever since, the 21st of October 2021. We've seen a dramatic 93.87% drop overall in Shiba Inu's price action. Most recently, we have seen a couple of breakouts, playing out for Shiba Inu. First of all, we've seen this initial breakout, 109.21% from June to August. The second we had coming on here from the 16th of October to the 11th of December, another 80% breakout. And by all intents and purposes, Shiba Inu looks like it could be having another push to the upside, given the current market climate, everything going on. Now, most recently, we can see the 50 EMA and the 50 SMA here have both been broke on the weekly time frame. When we look at stochastic positioning, yes, it is resetting, but price is increasing. We can see the RSI has still got plenty of room to the upside. So we could see this stochastic resetting on the weekly time frame and a continuation of Shiba Inu's price to the upside. And when we look at the cheeky cipher here, well, what we can see, let's open this across the screen. We have on the weekly time frame hidden bullish divergence here, where we did see this dramatic breakout to the upside, where we could potentially be looking for some more price increase. And as we drop it down onto the daily time frame, well, once again, we can see these breakouts in price Shiba Inu did have. Originally, that 109% move was great to really see play out overall, followed by another 80% move, which it's a bit underwhelming. Now, let's just take a quick look at the price here. We'll take that 100% move and bring it over to its swing low. But we could see that price rise up once again, targeting this box up here between 0.000013 and 16. This would be a very interesting level for SHIB to come back up to test. We can obviously see this would be an area of high resistance, given that we have previous resistance up here on this B wave high, the previous high we had set before this previous wick high, so we can see a potential move on up there. We could also stick a trend line on here if this is something we really wanted to follow, where we can see points of resistance, first of all from August 2022, secondly from October 2022, thirdly here from February 2022. We have these three areas of previous resistance sitting on this trend line, which possibly may be the next interesting point for Shiba Inu to really push back on up to test. I think it would take a monumental effort to see that price really push on up to there. Given its current price action, you're looking at another 70%. So considering the moves that have played out, yes, this is a possible scenario. When we look at this through the lens of Elliott wave theory, the expectation would be an A, B and C structure, where we could see, this one slightly overextending within its C wave here, and perhaps pushing up to test out this trend line. So once again, it is a possibility. When we look at the stochastic positioning here for Shiba Inu, well, we can see the stochastic here on the daily, it is currently sitting around about 66.5, so there is still plenty of movement to the upside for Shiba Inu's momentum. And when we have a look at this once again through the cheeky cipher, well, on the daily time frame, we were flashed up with a buy signal. We have positive money flow, and of course we can see the VWAP is still positive. So the cheeky cipher here is also telling us there is still plenty of room to the upside for Shiba Inu's price, perhaps targeting up towards that 0.000017 level up on this trend line. But guys, it's just a quick overview. Those articles I thought were hyper interesting. To see such a significant burn for Shiba Inu could really drive that price going forward. Now, a 99.9% burn of Shiba Inu's circulating supply, well, that's a whole different story, and that will really revolutionise the price of Shiba Inu. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts and opinions of this one. Is it a possibility? Could we see that 99.9% burn? Considering this 9.25 trillion burn, it's still a significant value that we will see increase for Shiba Inu. And yeah, I think it's an insight as to what could really happen here. I'm fairly bullish on Shiba Inu. Over the last year or so, we've seen a lot of developments for the ecosystem of Shiba Inu, the likes of 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗓, the likes of Bone. We can really see positivity coming out of the SHIB ecosystem, and it's something I am looking forward to seeing, really progressing. Should we see that 99.9% burn? If you're invested, well, you're going to do significantly well off of that, I do feel. I will wrap that one up there for today though, guys. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments down below. It'd be fantastic to hear. If you're going to trade, please do trade safely. Have a nice tight stop loss. Make some great gains. Stay safe in the space. Yeah, before you do leave as well today, guys, please do smash up the like button, subscribe, tap on the bell. It really does help the channel. We really do appreciate it when you do that for us, guys. But I'll leave it there, guys. Have a fantastic day.